Hey guys, Thrasher here. Ultra Space Time Summon number 3 is here. Let's talk about it right now. Okay, first thing we should do is look at the rates for the banner. Let's go ahead and click on Z Power List, and we see that we have a 5% chance of pulling sparking units. If you go over to Z Power List, you can see the 5 sparking units and see that they all have an equal chance of 1% apiece. As you'll see, 4 of them are new units, and 1 is the unit from a slightly older banner, right here, the Super Saiyan Vegeta. Let's go through the 5 units real quick and talk about the banner rates, whether it's worth it to pull or not. So we back up, we go into featured characters, and I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of each character. I will have full reviews of all these, but let me just sort of give you my take on it. Android 18 is a reasonably good character. I would call her above average, if not a good character. We'll go over to Android 17. This is a great unit. This is, if not top tier, he is very, very close to it. Krillin is the dark horse of the banner. This is the sleeper character of this banner. In my opinion, he is the best character on this banner. I'm not going to go crazy into his abilities, but let's just look at his main ability. His main ability alone. He heals the whole team for 20%, which is amazing, and he reduces any negative status effects. Also awesome. But here's the big thing. 100% reduction to enemy key recovery for 5 timer counts. The other big thing that I want to show you for this guy is go down here, go to Inflicted Damage Plus, 15% damage increase every time that a character switches. So that means the meta where people are switching all the time to make sure they get their vanishing steps up, you can now punish people for that. So that's huge. Okay, so let's close Krillin out and look at the last new character. This Goku, in my opinion, is the worst character on the banner and probably one of the worst characters as far as sparkings go in the game right now. And the reason is his ability allows you to reduce the cost of... Let's just open it up and look. We'll go over to ability, Viral Heart Disease. He loses health every time he uses an arts card, but the positive is that he gets a big reduction in the cost of his arts cards for the beginning of the match. So obviously you use him to rush your opponent and try to do a ton of damage right off the bat and knock people out. But here's the thing, if you have an opponent that understands how this character works, all he has to do is turtle a little bit and this Goku will essentially kill himself. So in my opinion, he's not the best character right now. Let's close this back out and go look at the last character. This Super Saiyan Vegeta, we've already looked at him before. He was in an older banner. He is middle of the road at best. So let's look at this again. We have a good character who's worth pulling. We have an amazing character who's definitely worth pulling. We have probably the best character on the banner, and I'm willing to bet he's a top 5 character in the game right now. So we've got 3 characters that are definitely worth pulling. We've got one who I don't think is good at all, and one who I'd be okay with pulling. So I would say we'll give Vegeta a 0.5%. Your chances of pulling a good sparking unit is 3.5%. So what that says to me is you need to spend somewhere around 3,000 crystals on average. That doesn't mean 3,000 crystals will get it for you, but on average, if you look at a bunch of different people playing the game, on average every 3,000 crystals they're going to get one of the good characters. So I'd say that's a pretty reasonable rate. 3,000 crystals on a banner is not bad at all, and you're probably going to pull a character that's going to help you in some way. And chances are you probably don't have any of these characters unless you have the Super Saiyan Vegeta. I know a lot of people still don't have him, so you actually have a 1 in 20 chance of getting a new sparking character that you don't have yet. So with that being said, I think that this banner is a 3-star Dragon Ball banner. Spend up to 3,000 crystals on it and then only pull dailies. The reason that this is not a 4-star Dragon Ball banner is only because I'm 95% certain what's going to be in the next Ultra Space Time, and that's my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z, and someone who I'm fairly certain is going to be extremely overpowered, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So I'm thinking in the next Ultra Space Time banner we're going to see Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and Perfect Cell. That's the only reason that this is not a 4-star Dragon Ball, because I think you should be saving a fair amount of your crystals for that banner. I think that's when we start getting our big dog characters that change the meta, are game breaking. You know, that's finally when you're going to see characters where it's like, if you don't have this character, you're going to lose to people who do have this character. And I know a lot of people will say, oh, well, that's the case with Broly. It's not the case with Broly. There's lots of ways to counter Broly right now. There's lots of times where I can beat Broly. But I think those 2 characters in the next banner, and we haven't seen them yet, but I think there's a good chance that we're finally going to see that kind of a character. So 3-star Dragon Ball banner, don't spend more than 3,000 crystals at full price. If you have any questions, throw them down below and I'll make sure to respond to them. Like I said, I will have a full review of these 4 new characters in the very near future. And if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.